Hi, I'm Somalia.
And I'm Jasmine.
And we're the hosts of
Fusion Teen Talk Show.
So today we're going to be talking about... Jasmine, how dare you take selfies without me?
I'm sorry. You want to join?
Yes, let's take this. Okay.
Today we're going to be talking about something that we all know something about.
Yes, I'm talking Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr. We're going to be talking about the positives and the negatives.
I can't believe she unfollowed me on Instagram.
Let's talk about it.
Telling you all we know. Watch and see how you will grow. 'Cause teens and parents are bridging lines of communication on Fusion.
Fusion Teen Talk Show. Today's teens are connected to one another and the world unlike any other generation through digital technology. But sometimes our lack of maturity and life skills kind of makes us get into a little trouble in the digital world sometimes.
Joining us on the Fusion Couch, we have Georgia World Congress Center Public Relations and Communications Specialist, Miss Alicia McNease. Welcome her to Fusion, you guys. So, before we start, really talking about the negative things about social media, let's talk about some of the positive things. Like I know a lot of my friends have hair pages or even, pages for their clothing line. They want to promote their clothing line. So what are some positive ways that teenagers can use social media?
Branding. You mentioned it with the clothing line and the hair pages. Branding is a great way to use it as a positive tool. It's a great way to put yourself out there in a positive way. Hey, this is what I do. Hey, this is what I want to do. This is how people notice you. In today's age, social media is what everyone is looking at. That's what they're looking for. If you're popular on social media, you can possibly be popular in real life. Not saying that social media is fake life, but in real life, where it really counts, social media can take you there.
Absolutely. So we've heard of the term catfish and all these different other names we call people who may not look real on social media.
Right.
But we want to know, how can we protect ourselves from, I wouldn't say being in relationships with people that you don't really know, like maybe from long distance, from meeting people via social media, but how do we protect ourselves on social media?
Well, mostly all social media apps and outlets have privacy settings. Use them. Don't always tell people where you are. We like to tag our location because it's cool and it's cute on Instagram. Hey, I'm here. But, someone can also go there and find you. So it really just depends. It's really up to you. But I would say definitely use privacy settings. Facebook has one of the strongest privacy settings. You can go as far as where no one can find you on Facebook. Instagram, if someone reposts your picture, someone will know you have a profile. Twitter, if someone retweets whatever you say, they'll see it. Even if your Twitter is private, they can still see it. So you can use privacy settings, but always remember that social media never goes away, it never dies, and if someone wants to find out something about you, they can find it if you put it on the internet.
Well, I will be honest, a lot of people on social media that are funny don't really have censored language on their Instagram or Twitter.
Right.
So how do you refrain from doing things that are out of your nature, but still true to yourself on your social media page?
I think that's one of those things we have to look deep within, not trying to get deep, but it's what do you want to portray? What do you want people to know about you? When I talk to my friends offline in the comfort of my own home at a restaurant, I don't sound the same on Twitter. I don't tweet and post the same things. My language may be a little more loose because someone's always watching. And you just have to remember that you can't always be, I don't want to say you can be yourself, but don't get too loose in it. Would you want your mom to read that? Would you want your great aunt in Alabama to see you talking like this, Right. Because jobs and colleges, they look at that now. Colleges look at social media. So it's what do you want people to know about you?
Right, and I always say, people only know what you show them.
Exactly.
And what you let them see.
Yeah.
So we want to thank Ms. McNease for coming on Fusion and talking with us.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned because when we come back, we're going to talk all about how the media affects our perception of reality. We'll be right back.
Stay connected with Fusion on Facebook,
Twitter,
Instagram, and YouTube.
We all know that images in the media affect our daily lives, but how much does media really affect teens' perception of the real world?
That's a really good question, Somalia. But first, I want to introduce our new guest that we have on the stage, Grammy Award-winning entertainer, Miss Eshe, and psychotherapist and life coach, Miss Johanna Wendell. Welcome, 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 ladies.
Thank you for having me.
Ms. Wendell, I want to start with you. Being a psychotherapist and talking to a lot of different teenagers, what pressures do normally teens come in having with social media, and what problems do they usually have that you deal with?
There's so many pressures that they come in with. One in particular that I see often is the pressure to conform to this idealistic body type. And so a lot of the teenagers I see have body image difficulties and struggle with eating disorders. And so they have a lot of really low self-esteem and depression and anxiety, and that might not be one of their morals or values, but they feel like they have to in order to get accepted by their peers.
And that relates so closely to like the entertainment industry and like what you had to go through. And how do teens separate, I guess, fake and reality and digital technology from actual real life in the real world that we live in?
You know, I honestly think it starts at home. It starts at home, and you just knowing yourself and coming into that self-awareness and self-love, because that's what it is, entertainment. A lot of people, what they post is not actually who they are or what they stand for, but it's entertainment. So they're just putting it out there for people, and people believe it. So, you know, they do it so well. And that's why they're called entertainers. But yeah, you have to separate yourself. And me being an artist, and I started really young, 13, I've always kind of gone against the grain. You know, when everybody else was wearing stripes, I wore polka dots. I shaved my head bald when I was like a teenager, 17, 18 years old, and wore it like that for 2 years and didn't care what anybody said, because I was finding myself. So I just say, as teens, you got to know who you are, find your niche in what you do, because what's going to make you stand out is you just being different in who you are, not flowing with everybody else. So.
Ms. Wendell, like how do you, like, having that confidence and getting there, like what process do teens go through to even get to that where they can have their own individuality, and like you being a psychotherapist and kind of talking us through it? Like.
Yeah, there's several things I think are really important, and exactly what Eshe was saying, that just realizing that celebrities or social media can be a distorted perception of reality. And it's just a perception, it's an image. So maybe looking at celebrities, you might think they're perfect and they have it all. But also, how many celebrities do you know that have had addictions and anxiety and depression, eating disorders, have died from drug overdose or suicide, things like that. And so just reminding yourself that none of us are perfect, that we all have struggles. And so I think just really keeping that in mind, and then also reminding yourself that self-esteem really comes from within. And it's not based upon what you look like or something external. Because when you do that, it's really dangerous to put your self-worth and your self-esteem on maybe a number on a scale, or how you look, or what car you have, or how much money, or who your friends with. Because if you do that, it's really dangerous, because if you total your car, then you've totaled your self-worth or your self-esteem. Or if you lose that friend, you lose your entire worth as a person. So really trying to find that from within by figuring out what you truly find important, what you truly value and cherish, and really tapping into those things.
Yeah. So how did you sustain your individuality as an artist? Like, how did, like, it's like, oh, I should, but how did you keep through the rough times?
I mean, honestly, my foundation at home, having a great support group, and just anytime I felt like I was getting outside of myself, I got checked. And that's what it's about, people who really loved me and really cared about me, you know. And once I realized this is a entertainment business first, entertainment second. So once I realized that I was a young girl playing in an adult world, working and all of that, and I understood what it was about. So, you know, for me, I just always like to be different. And I've always been a curvaceous person, so I've never been skinny and never will be. And I accepted that. I was like, you know what? I'm thick and I have hips and butts and thighs and whatever, you know what I mean? But I embraced it and loved myself. So I know I will never be the size of a Kelly Rowland. She's beautiful, but I'll never be her size.
Right.
So I think once we, like she said, once we know our self-worth and we love ourselves, we won't try to be somebody else because we all unique. God made us all special, all of us. And so we have to let our light shine from within each individual person.
I'm going to ask you both a final question. What is something that teens should remember if they're having media and image problems?
Sure. Well, I would say that just reminding yourself that even if someone appears to look perfect and have it all, looks can be very deceiving. I think that something we all have in common is that we may experience stress or body image issues or low self-esteem or other concerns from time to time. And you are not alone in that. And something else that I think is just really important is realizing that you're not so different than the person next to you. Mm-hmm. So in my experience, you might be sitting there and thinking the person next to you has it all and they look perfect and amazing and you wish you were like that person. And they might be sitting there thinking the exact same thing about you. And for example, I lead a body image acceptance group and it's comprised of girls of all different ages, shapes, and sizes. And every single girl in the group shared that she struggled with body image and self-esteem and lots of different stressors or troubles in their life. And every other person in the group said that they would have had no idea that that person would have struggled with body image or self-esteem. But we were all in the same boat, exactly the same. So I just really encourage you to know that you're not alone and to reach out for support, whether that be from your best friend or your mom or your dad or loved one, someone you can confide in, or a therapist, because there is an entire profession dedicated for exactly this reason, because it's so common to struggle with body image and self-esteem and other related concerns. And there is help out there for you.
Thank you. Ms. Eshe?
I would say just be yourself. Be yourself. Just remember to be yourself. Don't try to be anyone else. You are uniquely made. And again, like she said, when you see these people a lot of times on social media, you're like, they look amazing, but deep down inside, they may have a lot of issues going on and having the same, if not more, insecurities that you have. So just celebrate yourself. It's all about celebrating who you are and who God created you to be. That's what I truly believe. And I think if we did more of that, we would just see the negative energy a lot of times I see on social media shift to positive energy and us celebrating one another. You know what I mean? So just be yourself because you are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Thank you. Teens, be yourself. You can be as awesome as them.
Awesome.
Stay tuned because when we come back, we're gonna kick it with our Fusion Kickback and we're gonna have a performance by teen rapper CJ.
If like a guy posts a picture and like without a shirt on, girls are just gonna look at it and say, oh, he has nice abs or whatever. But if a girl went to post one with a bikini on, they'd say she's trying to get more attention or she's trying to get more followers. So it's just easier for girls to get labeled before a guy can.
Why do you think that a lot of teens aren't comfortable to talk to their parents about like personal things?
I feel that, parents, at the same time that they were teens before, times were different back then. So it's almost like the problems that we deal with may be the same, but different, tailored to our time. So they might not understand fully what we're going through.
Right. When you see someone that's overweight or obese, do you all judge them or do you all think it's their fault?
Why not?
I think sometimes it isn't really the child's fault because your parents make a lot of your meals, like dinner and stuff. So say that they fried something and you had french fries and fried chicken and your mom didn't put any vegetables or fruits on the side, so that wouldn't be your fault. I mean, you cook what your parents eat, so it's not entirely the child's fault.
Welcome back, everyone, to Fusion Teen Talk Show. We're here with our awesome audience.
Yes.
And we're going to have a kickback and a discussion on social media. So, y'all, what's your favorite social media?
Instagram. No, Instagram. I'm telling you.
Why do you think it's Instagram?
Instagram helps me see like pictures of people, of my friends, of where they're at the beach, at the club. I get to see girls in bikini suits. It's just fun. I love it. It's like the best social media app out there.
Well, yeah, going back to bikinis, ladies, do you ever feel pressured to show more skin on Instagram?
Yes. Yes. I feel more pressured because, like, if I put on a bikini and I post it, then I'll get more likes on that than I will in a sweatsuit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why do you all feel that a double standard kind of exists between men and women on social media?
Well, if like a guy posts a picture and like without a shirt on, girls are just going to look at it and say, oh, he has nice abs or whatever. But if a girl went to post one with a bikini on, they'd say she's trying to get more attention or she's trying to get more followers. So it's just easier for girls to get labeled before a guy can.
That's true. So thinking about followers, would you guys ever like date someone who's social media famous?
No.
Why not?
No.
Like, what does that mean? Tell me why not.
I don't know. I feel like if you date someone social media famous, they're just, you know, they're hiding. Like, most of them could be like anybody. It could be like some guy on his laptop with like no life goals. Just
Okay, so do you think that like social media ruins relationships, whether best friends or a boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah, because there's the temptation factor of, oh, she's cute, but I got a girl at home. Let me just talk to her on the side and not let my girl find out, you know? So there's all temptation, and then girls have like little low self-esteem, and they get a little defensive when their guys are talking to other girls, and they're like, oh, she's prettier than me. Is he gonna break up with me for her, you know? So,
right. I totally get it.
It's so deep. Y'all, this is a really deep conversation, and I love it. But I want to listen to music now. Here at Fusion, we love young artists that are promoting awesome, positive content for teens.
Absolutely. So let's get ready to see our performer and rapper CJ with his hit single, Nightlife.
What's up? What's up? My name is CJ, and I'm about to perform my original song that I wrote called Nightlife. Let go. Hey, hey, hey. Feeling good right now. Shout out to Team Fusion.
All right. Woo!
I don't need drama cause I'm all about that action. Shocking everybody with the flow like it's static. So electrifying, dope at its finest. No New York, I'm a winning giant. Better recognize like I'm Rick James. Different funny dudes cause I rock 2 chains. KOD, we the champs cause we know game. And I stay on my path, I don't switch lanes. All about the nightlife, that's right. Lyrics, ammunition for the K. When I'm on the mic, overthrow me. Boy, your head's in the clouds. King CJ, make it chick. All about the nightlife, that's right. All about the nightlife, that's right. All about the nightlife, that's right. Man, I always do it big every single night. All about the nightlife, that's right. All about the nightlife, that's right. All about the nightlife, that's right. Man, I always do it big. Conquer my shyness, hence my flyness. People like me ain't afraid of dying. Only thing I worry about, not even trying. Only obey to God, Holy Highness. I'ma take flight in this game like Jordan. Always be a party every time I'm informing. Huncho macho, coming Rambo. Military swag, cause I'm pimpin' commando. Girls jocking me, but they wanna ride my saddle. Every single verse, taking beats to the shamble. Rolling in the money route, no hesitation. One and only, no duplication. All about the nightlife.
That's right.
All about the nightlife.
That's right.
All about the nightlife.
That's right.
Man, I always do it big every single night. All about the nightlife. That's right. All about the nightlife.
That's right.
All about the nightlife.
That's right.
Man, I always do it big every single night. All about the nightlife.
That's right.
All about the nightlife. That's right. All about the nightlife. That's right. So ill, get this beat a cold. Campaign hot, it can't even be froze. We so deep like a trench. Don't believe in luck, cause I always been blessed. D-Ville, Ray G ain't my state. People make wishes, I dream chase. Such a bad, cause I make good music. On the result, dope and real infusion. Got high fly, man, my swag out of orbit. Since I'm in the game, all you only see is courses. Never took suggestions, only took fate. Like I said before, show love or give hate. All about the nightlife. That's right. All about the nightlife. That's right. All about the nightlife.
That's right.
Man, I always do it big every single night. All about the nightlife.
That's right.
All about the nightlife.
That's right.
All about the nightlife.
That's right.
Man, I always do it big every single night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, follow me at CJKOD, IG Nappy Head Valentino, and that's my time. It's KOD Block.
Well, that was a great performance. We'd like to thank our guests, Miss McNease, Miss Eshe,
and Miss Wendell.
And we want to thank our wonderful audience.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time on
Fusion Teen Talk Show.